What's going on YouTube? Uberman here. I read a comment on Brian Cole's channel. If you haven't seen him yet, you need to go over there and check him out. His channel is Brian Cole. He's another rideshare driver. He does really well with Uber. So definitely go over there and check his channel out. But I read a comment over there that I don't know, it's not been sitting well with me, and I decided I just wanted to make a video about it, try to clear the air on a few things. The person that wrote the comment he calls himself Experimental Vaccines, and the comment started with 90 cents a mile out here in California, not worth it unless you are pulling a rickshaw. Most of the drivers out here are the ones Uber duped into financing their vehicles at 26%. Now, I do spend some time on Brian Cole's channel, and I read through comments, and I watch some of his videos. He's got some great information. Hell, nobody knows everything, and it's really good that we have a bunch of people out here that are putting together some good videos to help. We can help each other out, and we can definitely all work together to help drivers out. And that's what this is all about. We're all about making money. I really have a hard time with that comment. I agree that if you're in a market where the rates have been cut to, I think 90 cents a mile is still, you could still work with that. But much lower than that, we're at 80 cents a mile here. And if you drop down into, say, 70 cents a mile, I think 70 to 80 cents a mile is almost undoable. Unless you're being subsidized, which Uber does in a lot of places. I mean, not everywhere, but, with the subsidies, you can definitely make money. Now, I don't expect they're going to last forever, but while they're here, we might as well make the most of them. Now, I'm going to read my response to this guy here. And I guess we'll see what you think. What I told him, and it is the truth, is that I definitely see his frustration. I do, guys. I understand if you got blindsided, so to speak, with, kind of like the whole glamour of having a new car, having this new job and making all this money. It did look good. But let me read you this comment, and then we'll go into further detail. I definitely see your frustration, but if you read the contract Uber had us sign, I read every word. It clearly states that rates are subject to change without notice. It all comes down to this. We are independent contractors. Uber makes the rules. We make the best of what Uber offers us. Nobody should have ever taken a car at 26% interest. The interest alone should have been a warning sign to stay away. I even made a few videos warning people. You can't really blame Uber or Santander for doing what businesses do, making money. People need to be more careful about what contracts they enter into and be vigilant, period. I don't see drivers complaining when they get a $400 trip from a huge surge. Buyer beware when it's in our favor. Same with Uber. Drivers beware. Now, you could tell me what you think about it. I'm actually interested in your comments. Do you agree with me or do you disagree? See, as a business owner for the past many, many years, over a decade now, I understand that businesses are here to make money. Now, do I feel like Uber screwed people over? No. Do I feel like I'm being screwed over by Uber with the rate cuts? I don't. Uber never promised me anything. And I got an email regarding the Santander financing, and I even went to the dealership and checked everything out. At the end of the day, it wasn't a very good deal. Now, at the rates back then, could I have made it work? Yes. But, number one, the deal didn't go through because of a technicality. There was a problem with their system and Uber, and it wasn't working between the two of them. They couldn't seem to figure out what was going on, and I ended up just walking away. But even if they had said, we can put you into this, I don't know for a fact that I would have done it, because the amount it was going to cost me per month for this car, which comes directly out of your Uber cut, and that's the part that also bothered me, is that they want to take it directly out of Uber, and if you can't pay it through Uber, then you lose the car, along with getting hit with early termination fees, mileage charges, wear and tear. To me, it just didn't seem like that great of a deal, but I can definitely understand why some people would have looked at it and been like, man, this is a great deal. I can get a new car. I'm going to make good money. I understand how some people may feel that they got suckered, but I do not feel that way, because, guys, we're not children. You've got to be, like, in most areas, 23 years old at a minimum to drive for Uber. So you're old enough to understand a contract, and you should read your contract. I read every word of the contracts that I signed before I joined Uber. I knew exactly what I was getting into. I also knew that rates were $2.40 a mile. Guys, Uber's been a great gig for me. It's had its ups and downs, but I'm still here, and I'm still making these videos, and I'm still making money. If you signed up for a car at 26% interest and then Uber slashed the rates on you, I am sorry for you. I have sympathy for you. I feel for you. But do I feel like you got screwed? No. Uber is entitled to do whatever they want. We are not employees, and people seem to keep getting that confused, thinking Uber owes us something. Uber does not owe us anything, okay? Maybe I see it this way because I come from a background of owning and operating my own business. So I understand how business works. I understand that in the process of doing business, people get screwed. It happens. It may not be fair. It may not seem right. But guys, you might call it a growing pain. It took me a long time to expand my business. And yeah, along the way, there are people that got screwed and people that got stepped on. And you know what? It's just the way things work. Uber probably did not realize at that time that they were going to be cutting rates to this extent. I don't think that they actually set out to screw anybody over. But the markets change. Competition is constantly changing. This is a very, very volatile market, guys. Anything can happen at any time right now. It's a new industry. You just can't predict tomorrow. And I don't think Uber set out to hurt anybody intentionally by screwing them over on interest rates in a car and then cutting the rates where they couldn't make money. I will say this, though. If you got into a Prius with Uber, you should still be doing pretty well. You should be doing decent with Uber if you have a Prius. Even at 90 cents a mile, you should still be okay. You may have to work more, you may have to put in some more hours, you may have to drive some more miles, but, I think you could still do it with a Prius. But guys, that's basically the whole point of the video is you did not get screwed. You signed up for Uber, you read the contract, at least you should have, or did you just go, I'm just going to start for Uber and sign your name on the line? You should have read it. And if you did read it, then you know that Uber didn't owe you anything. You basically signed up for whatever they give you. If you then, knowing that, turned around and put your name on the line for a car at 26% interest, knowing that Uber can change the rates at any time, it's not Uber's fault and it's not Uber's responsibility. It's not Santander's fault. It's not Santander's responsibility. It's your responsibility. You're a grown adult. You made a conscious decision as an adult. And I'm willing to bet the majority of people that are complaining about this did not read their contracts. Guys, read your contracts before you sign them. Understand what you're signing. And if you don't sign it. That's all there is to it. And that's really all I want to say on this video is, while I do feel for the people that are having a hard time now because they've got these car loans or whatever and they're not making the money they used to, you just should have been a lot more careful. I don't feel like you got screwed by Uber, guys. I don't think the system cheated you. I think you jumped in over your head here. But I'm curious to know what you think. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, dislike, whatever the case may be. Be sure to comment. I want to know what your thoughts are. I want to know what you're thinking. As always, be safe out there and Uber on.